You know, whenever I deliver the gaming news, I have to listen to Bone Trussell from the Undertale album to get hyped. Otherwise, my spaghetti falls out of my pockets. And, well, I just can't do my news without spaghetti in my pockets. So, apparently, a accessory maker named Performance Design Products is coming out with a charger called Supercharger. Well, they're designing it. They're developing it. You may have heard of them before. They make several different products for consoles and different accessories on PC if you want to use them for that. So what's the deal? Well, normally it will take your controllers anywhere from 2 to 10 hours to charge fully. Full battery. It depends on what you have going on. I have a fast charger for my phone, so it usually only takes me about an hour to 2 hours to charge my phone from being almost dead. So that's a far cry from, you know, when it used to take several hours of just being on the charger not doing anything. Charging has come a long way these days. But there's just one thing. They want to change that and make it 60 seconds. Not 1 hour, not 2 hours, 60 seconds. Which is a first for the video game industry. I actually think it's a first for almost anything. So, yeah, it's definitely a first for the video game industry. But it's not that big of a deal. I mean, see, here's the thing. I can understand where they're coming from. When you are playing your games, you want to get back into the action. I get it. It's fine. I understand. No issues, right? You know, especially when you're playing Wii U and your Wii Pad is dying and you don't have a spare controller or something. I mean, you just have to hang it up. It sucks, man. But that thing lasts about 4 to 6 hours, so you should probably take a break or something here or there. And then it charges, and it's not a problem. And the same thing for an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, but they're doing it for the Xbox One. So let's just assume here, and let's say, look, you know, you're playing a game, your controller dies. Okay, shit. But more than likely, you're probably going to have a set of AA's around, or you're going to have another spare charging battery, because whenever you buy those things, they usually come in pairs. So just take the spare charging battery, put it in, and have the other one set on the charger. It's not going to die before the other one gets charged, unless you're a lazy ass, and you're like, you know what? I don't feel like getting up and setting it on the charger and replacing it. I'm just going to leave it here, and then they both die, and then you're just stupid if you do that. Most of the time, I have a charger, I have AA batteries that charge upstairs, and I have a 360 charger down here, and whenever I'm done with the controllers, I just set them on the charger, because there's no real other place to set my controllers. I don't have a bunch of drawers. I only have one drawer with spare controllers for systems that aren't in current use, or a wired 360 controller, PlayStation controller, things like that. They're just not being used right now. But where else am I going to set my 360 controller? So I put them on the charger, and they charge when I'm done. So I don't think this is going to be that great of a success, even though it's interesting. The other thing is that the backside of it looks horrendous. There is literally a giant rectangle sticking out of the backside of the controller. So, design-wise, I think you guys may have failed there. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Compared to just a couple AA's, having a giant rectangle sticking out of it, not cool. Now, here's the last thing I wanted to talk about here. This is probably going to operate on lithium-ion batteries. Now, lithium-ion has a great advantage over the old acidic reaction batteries because they are significantly smaller. They can be played with like Play-Doh, plastered around. Kind of like C4 also, if you guys are familiar with that. You know what? Strike that. Probably almost no one in my comment section has played with C4. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who played with C4 like it was Play-Doh? Yeah? Okay. Alright. Back in the army. Gotcha. Anyways, you can put lithium-ion batteries in anything. They fit into your small cell phones, for Christ's sake, if that gives you any idea. The problem with lithium-ion is two things. One, if it fully runs out of a charge, it will forget that charge and most likely never be able to be used again. That is why there are circuit boards in every lithium-ion battery to prevent that issue and stop that from happening. You're probably wondering, why the hell would there be a circuit board in a battery when all it needs to do is charge and that's it? It's just battery. But it's not that simple. That's why they have the circuit boards in them. And the second one is to prevent overcharging. Now, if you overcharge a lithium-ion battery, it will explode, and it has the effect of a Molotov cocktail, maybe even greater. It's very, very powerful, and even on a small battery. These things can kill. Like, they will severely burn you and kill you. If you guys need an example of that, just look at some of the hoverboard explosions that have been happening. That's a good example of how a cheap lithium-ion battery can spark, explode, cause issues, things of that nature. You can also check some videos about phones exploding. Even if you stab one, if you rupture the cell, it can explode and smoke out and not good, man. It'll kill you, burn your hand, blow you up. Seriously, it ain't good. So, what's the takeaway from this? Well, the question is, will they put quality components in this? Because this is probably going to be priced at $20 to $30. I can't see anyone paying $60 for this. No matter how novel it is, no matter how convenient it is, there's just no point when you can get rechargeable AA batteries for $10 plus charger. There's no point. Maybe $15 for like 4, 6 to 8 of them. There's no point to this thing, especially when you have some that are constantly charged. But the thing is, I'm really worried about the quality components about this. I'm not harping on this product. I'm not at all. I'm excited for it. It's really cool. It's a good step in the right direction for phones. I'm sure they'll be able to carry this technology over to phones. Maybe in 10 to 20 years, we won't have that giant brick hanging off the controller, and it'll just be a very slim, tiny battery. You know, that's how technology works, and hopefully that's how it will go and how it will change. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you're excited for this, if you're interested in this, and I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. And yeah, as always, good gaming, and God bless. Thanks for watching my video and making it to the end. And would you please consider subscribing to my channel? By subscribing to my channel, you are not only supporting me, but also joining a community that is against stereotypes, lies, and fraud in gaming. I work my hardest to inform my subscribers of important stories that might affect them. From new games to important updates, the Mavericks are always informed. If you are tired of political correctness ruining your gaming experience, then join my rebellion, because PC isn't for me. And if it isn't for you either, consider yourself a friend of the Mavericks. Subscribe today and you'll be in good hands. Mavericks unite, and together we can keep gaming from falling prey to the people that would not only censor it, but also destroy it.